Okay, finally, we're here. I'm standing here, May 1st, 2018, 6018, depends on who you are. I'm standing here without a cigarette. I think I got 1 quarter and some pennies. Nowhere to live, no transportation, no clean clothes, nowhere to take a bath, use the bathroom, or any of that. Without any things, really. Yet, I possess more power than most of the people on the planet combined. What is the moral of the story? Money is not power. Without any material things, any money at all, I stand in the most powerful position it is. Holding the most valuable things. The things that everyone is willing to give their money for, I'm in possession of. The moral of the story is, everything you ever heard about money is a damn lie. It takes money to live. I've proven that's not so. Money makes the world go round. That's a damn lie. He who in possession of money should be the boss. Wrong. The ones with the greatest head should be the head, not the ones with the deepest pockets. That's how everything got threw off. A bunch of third grade educated idiots messed around and worked like a mule and became richer than everybody and started changing all the rules to keep themselves from looking inferior because of their intelligence. And then start playing games. So everything you ever heard about money is a lie. It is tree shavings. It is the thinnest piece of wood. You can't build a house with it. You can't build anything with it. You can use it to write on. A piece of written paper is more valuable than money. One sheet of notebook paper I have is worth more than all the money you guys got, because it contains a thought on it that is more valuable than all your money. How to bring sanity back to the world. How to save the world from disaster after disaster. How to fix the environmental, the economic, the psychological, physical problems, and the list go on, all written on some paper. Makes it more valuable than $1 million bill, because this stuff is worth $1 trillion if it's worth $1. Now, it's not to crash the money market. It's to kill all illusions. Okay? You're in the middle of a game. There's a lot of ways you can call this game. A lot of names you can call it. Because it's like an amusement park, fair, / arcade. There's a lot of games going on inside the game. And then there's games that's coming to all games. Like when you go in an arcade or a casino, the tickets are coming. I don't care what machine you play, the tickets that come out are the same. The paper is the same. So here's the quick rundown, the short list. Paper. Driver's licenses, permits, diplomas, certificates, deeds, contracts, receipts. Paper. Without paper, nothing moves, nothing happens. The game is based on paper. Money is just a piece of paper in that. Alright? If you look on it, it's called a note. It's the same as someone writing you an IOU is what paper is. It's saying that you have this much of gold or whatever backs that money up somewhere in a depository. And because it's too cumbersome to carry around big chunks and loads of gold, you agreed to leave it with them and take this note says you have this money. Now you're able to go trade this note to someone else for their goods or services, and they can take this note and either cash it in for some gold or take it and trade it to someone else. But it's just another piece of paper, just like your mail, just like threatening letters, whatever. And paper, the value is in the ink. They're all just a piece of paper. The only thing changes from one piece of paper to another is the ink on it. Okay? Understand that you may see images and illusions, but that's what they are, illusions. They're just ink. A E isn't an E to someone who doesn't speak English. Our words are nothing but scribbles on the paper, just like when you see their language. If you don't speak Mandarin or Chinese, any Chinese language, or you don't speak Arabic, these are just a bunch of scribbles to you. Well, know that your language and your symbols are just a bunch of scribbles to someone else. They have no meaning at all. So the only difference between these pieces of paper is the ink, the writing on them. Now I'm explaining to you where the real value is. The value is in the gift of what we call the pen, the thing that separates us from the animal, the ability to take a stick and scribble in the sand or the dirt, and another human can come along and know exactly what you were thinking, exactly which way you went, to be able to leave to communicate with a stick in the dirt. This is where this all comes from. To be able to write is the real value. To be able to translate your thoughts into symbols on the ground that another person can translate back into thoughts. And this is what writing is. This is what printing is. This is what symbology is. This is what digits are. This is digits, symbols, and stuff are the things that are on the paper that make it different. Okay? Between one piece of paper and the other. It ain't the kind of paper that it's made of. Okay? To some people, wallpaper has more value than money. If you're not trading it to someone for something, it has no value. So it's not money that you're after. It's these so-called things. Now, we don't want to get into there's no such thing as a thing. But put it this way. You're moving atoms around. Okay? These are the things you're after. You want to see something, smell something, hear something. And people have started saying, give me some paper. And I'll show you something. I'll give you something to hear, something to taste. If you give me some paper with the right symbols on it. Okay? It's all a crazy game that somebody agreed on a long time ago, messed up the world. We didn't agree to it today. And we don't have to go by it. That's the lie. That you have to have this. And that without it, the world will collapse. We were here for hundreds of thousands of years before this thing came along. It's been around less than 6,000 years. What did we do before money? How come we were so happy and fine? 6,000 years ago, we did not have cities. We did not have money. We did not have none of these things that they are telling you are the way of the world and a must and the way things are. None of them are the way things are. They're all lies. They're all illusions. Magic tricks is all they have. Okay? They have no substance at all. So everything you ever heard about money is a lie. And it's only inevitable. It will keep crashing until it crashes finally. Everything happens in cycles. Stock market's going to crash over and over. That's what gamblers get. See, stock market isn't business. It's gambling. You're betting on numbers, that the numbers are going to go up. Okay? You're betting that the price of something is going to go up so that you can sell it for more. So you buy it for $1 and you hope and wish that tomorrow it's selling for $1.50 where you made 50 cents. Now if it drops, you lose. That's why it's gambling. So it's a paper game. If you call it the right thing, your mind will address it right, and your legs and arms will move right in the game. If you act like you're playing a paper game and take the papers into account and know the paper game, you will win. See, right now, you have to get a lawyer to know the paper game. They go to school to learn the paper game. You have to get the accountant to know the paper game. They go to school to know the paper game. You can pick up the same book that they read and read it yourself. And if you live in now, the future, they have audio books. You don't have to read anything. You can just sit back and listen. This is why I made these notes in the black. I didn't want you distracted by images of me dancing and swimming one guy. That's a different thing. Okay? That's made to give you a recess from thinking so hard and being so logical. All or too much of anything is too much. There is a thing such as being too sane. Okay? There is such a thing. Believe me. You will not be able to live in this world anymore, and you will kill yourself. You do not want to become so sane that the world is crazy and now you cannot function. I'm running close to this line. You don't want to be here. Everyone thinks they want to know what I know. That's because they don't. Everyone wants to fly or leap 1,000,000 miles in the air. You know what they never think about? Landing is the big part. How are you going to keep from breaking your little fragile legs if you jump 2,000 feet in the air? Your legs aren't made to land, even if you could fly. You understand? We might not have been meant to wake up like this early. That's why I'm called an anomaly. I'm something that can't be explained, shouldn't exist. I shouldn't be possible. I shouldn't know these things. That's what everyone's saying. That's what everyone's thinking because that's all they can do. With the next sentence, I never. It's like every point ends the same. I've never. No, every point starts the same about me. I never. And then the only. That's why I call myself the one. That and the fact that I'm a big George Clinton fan, and that before I would want to be Michael Jackson, I would want to be George Clinton. Michael Jackson's a solo artist and that's cool, but George Clinton is something else altogether. He knew how to clone himself, how to multiply, And for all those in the know, I will repeat this formula for you. Clone the funk, quickly apply. All right? And those who know. No, let me tell you who we are. Because you were told, since we're talking about George Clinton, we're talking about Parliament, but Parliament Funkadelic. Okay? But mainly Parliament, not Funkadelic. Okay? Now, I'm going to repeat a monologue from a song. Those who know. Those who heard are about to know and say, whoa. In the days of the Funkopus, a concept of specially designed Afronauts, was first laid on Manchow, then was later repossessed and placed among the secrets of the pyramids until this most positive version, Clone the Funk, quickly applied. These terrestrial projects would lay in wait like sleeping beauties with a kiss that will release them in the image of the chosen one, the one, the one, the one, the one. Now, as always in these notes, we make an incredible turn. Something that you would not expect to be in this note if you only listen to the beginning. The council must undergo transformation too. The old is dead, out with the old, in with the new. And what do I mean? The I. The big I. Okay? Those referred to by many names that I call the council. You may refer to them as Illuminati. This message is to them in front of you so that you can hold them to this. See, it's never been a time when they had to answer to you for anything. Everything you did, they demanded, commanded, and controlled. Things have changed to give balance. Other people have a chance to rise to the table. It's not locked down by a few old people that when they die, it's an empty chair. No. So here's where we're going. There will be now a drastic image change and a drastic change of behavior. Current image will be destroyed. A bunch of Church of Satan, demon worshippers, dark, evil, witchcraft, wanting think they vampires, evil, dark crap, meeting in places, doing all kind of stuff with secret criteria and prerequisites like you must be a pedophile. All gone, done. When the last table was sitting there, this was so. That table has been eliminated and you have been put in those slots. Don't think that you rose to those slots. No one outside knows what happened to the original council except you and me, because I'm the one responsible. Now, if you want the same thing to happen to you, you will go left when I tell you to go right. And you will no longer be a problem. You'll be an empty chair. And anybody at the table attempting to make any moves against me again is going to get them and both people on both sides of them killed. So now you are your brother's keeper. Because if anything goes wrong, if any of these clowns pull anything beside you, you're going to get it too. Now, we're going to change to the right. Not demons, angels, angelic, philanthropists, out to save the world, well-beings, all good, servants of all is what it will be now. Because you are just as guilty as all of the people in all of these notes, and you don't even know that you're a pawn. You think you're some big elite, something running the world, not knowing that your mind is being controlled, so something else is running the world. Proof? What do keepers of the light have to do with darkness? Any idiot could get a Blue's Clue to know those don't go together. The practice of darkness and evil and stuff, and keepers of the light. How dumb do you have to be to fall for that? Just about as dumb as everyone in the... Everyone who lied and said the king had on clothes. It's not a matter of dumb, it's a matter of pressure, peer pressure, to go along with what you don't agree with. Till after a while, you forgot you disagreed. It's like telling a lie over and over till you believe it. There will be no more public communications with you. You already know. This is to let people know it's not a fantasy. It's not real. And that I'm not faking the funk. And that I'm not some demon or devil about evil. Because they keep seeing the eye. From now on, when you see the eye, it's going to mean something good. Okay? It's going to mean things are going to lighten up, brighten up. Things are going to get better. We're pushing toward euphoria. We're not out here playing some genocide game. Knowing damn well if they had succeeded at that, they'd be sitting there looking all alone with nobody to feed on and nobody to copy or imitate in a dead, dark world. Miserable world. Sooner eventually they'll kill themselves. It was a plan set by primitives. They don't run the world now. They're dead and they're gone. You got their boots and their gun. Be satisfied. Do not try to walk like them and talk like them. You'll never be John Wayne, Elvis, or Michael Jackson. You always be a wannabe. We don't need no wannabe Illuminati. We need what we need. Best ones in the best slots. Whatever you don't know, you better get to knowing. And whatever you don't do, you better get to doing. And first thing, you better pay your respects. Because I'm the only face they're ever going to see. Don't even think about tarnishing it. So, for the rest of you people, hope you're having a great day. This has been a message from the Self-Preservation Society. The servants of all have you in mind. S-Y, save yourself. Okay. Know that we're really serious. Utopia is a factual is a factual, actual, attainable goal. Okay. No hunger, no war, piece of cake. Just stop. It doesn't take any money, doesn't take any armies, doesn't take any muscles, doesn't take any thinking, doesn't take any special equipment. Just stop. It's the simplest thing in the world to do it. An insect can do it. Okay? Don't make yourself look like less than a bug to me. Your life won't be worth squat. On to the next note.